Support for tonight's program was provided by Les Schwab Tire Centers, where doing the right thing matters. Experience the Les Schwab difference at your neighborhood Les Schwab Tire Center or visit us on the web at leschwab.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand tonight for the singing of our national anthem by one of our seniors, Rosemary Jensen Babson.
Oh, say, can't you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, give proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening and welcome. Graduates, you may be seated. My name is Jay Weeks. I'm the principal of Early College and Roberts High School, and I'd like to welcome students, parents, staff, and the class of 2017 to tonight's celebration. I would like to welcome our special guest this evening, Christy Perry, Superintendent, Salem Kaiser. Sandy Price, Elementary Level Director. Nancy McMorris Audix, Chairperson, Salem Kaiser School Board. Marty Hyen, Salem Kaiser School Board Director. I would also like to introduce our staff on the stage. Paul Sell, Assistant Principal. Adam Williams, Lead Teacher, Early College. Jessica Dason, Lead Teacher, Senior Advisor. And Abby Hoffer, High School Partnerships, Chemeketa Community College. Here is some of the information about the class that sits before you tonight. This graduating class has earned over 1,953 college credits, or the equivalency of 21 associate's degrees. They have accumulated over 300,000 in scholarships, and that number continues to rise. "18 of the graduates before you tonight are the first to graduate from high school in their family. And 24 will be the first to attend college. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the podium Paul Sell and Abby Hoffer to continue to celebrate our graduates.
Tonight you will notice that some of our students are wearing cords around their necks. These cords signify some outstanding accomplishments by these students. The maroon cords represent those students who have earned an Associate of Arts Oregon Transfer degree from Chemeketa Community College. I would like to have these students please stand and be recognized now. The white cord represents those students who have earned an Associate of General Studies degree from Chemeketa Community College. We'd like those students to stand and be recognized now. Thank you. The silver cord represents those students who have earned an Associate of Applied Science degree from Chemeketa Community College. We would like those students to stand and be recognized now. Thank you. The purple cords represent those students who have earned 40-plus college credits from Chemeketa Community College. We'd like to have those students stand now and be recognized. Thank you. The gray cords represent those students who have participated with the high school partnerships mentors from Chemeketa Community College, and I would like those students to stand up and be recognized now. And this isn't in the script, but we're so proud of you guys. Thank you so much.
The gold cords represent those students who have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.75 or higher from early college high school. I would like to have these students please stand and be recognized. Thank you. The pink cords represents the Teen Parent Program Monarch Honor Distinction of those students who earned a cumulative GPA of 3.25 or higher. I would like to have these students please stand to be recognized. Congratulations. The blue and green cords represent the Teacher Cadet Program Honor Distinction. I would like to have these students please stand to be recognized. The forest green cords represent the Rethinking Careers Program participants. I would like to now have these students please stand to be recognized. The red cords represent the Red Cross Award recipients. Can I please have those students stand? The orange and green cords represent the Amada Senior Drummer Performers. Please stand at this time. The orange cord represents a successful completion of the manufacturing program at Salem Kaiser's Career and Technical Education Center. Would you please stand at this time? The pink and blue cords represent the Teen Parent Graduate Honor Cord Program. Would you please stand? Congratulations again to all of these students on their many accomplishments these past years. These awards and distinctions are well-deserved, and we're all very, very proud of you. Tonight, I also have the honor of introducing tonight's student speakers. First, we have the pleasure of hearing from David Hayen. David has been in our early college high school program these past 4 years and has become a dedicated high school and college student. Outside of school, David is an accomplished violist and is first chair in the Chemeketa Community College Chamber Orchestra. He participates in the Salem Youth Philharmonic Symphony. He has been an active participant in our student council and a student ambassador for Chemeketa. David plans to attend Alaska University in Anchorage, Alaska.
Welcome, friends, family, faculty, and especially the graduating class of 2017. We have finally made it. It seems like freshman year was just yesterday, and now we're all gathered here in this historic auditorium to celebrate the accumulation of 4 years of hard work. Not all of those years were easy. Not every experience was positive. I have wondered how to cope with the troubles that have come to me, and I observed how other people deal with the obstacles in their lives on an everyday basis. German writer and historian Walter Anderson once said, "Bad things do happen. How I respond to them defines my character and the quality of my life. I can choose to sit in perpetual sadness, immobilized by the gravity of my loss, or I can choose to rise up and treasure the most precious thing I have, life itself." I remember walking through Building 50 for the first time as a small, shy, and determined freshman. I felt confident and ready for whatever was going to come my way. But now I know I wasn't ready at all. I realized that the challenges that come with early college expectations and college classes were more than my middle school success could handle. We had to stretch, we had to grow, we had to accept that homework would be overwhelming, and we had to believe that we could conquer it. We had to realize that our teachers' expectations of us we would have to dig deeper, and we'd have to express ourselves with precision and accuracy. And we had to believe that we could do it. What I love about early college and the teen parent programs and the students that attend them is that I see that everybody faces exceptional obstacles each day. I see people who are willing to go the extra mile to achieve and succeed. I see people who exhibit character and determination. I see people overcoming struggles by meeting the challenges of difficult coursework, demanding schedules, and parenthood. At early college, we are creating a foundation for ourselves through hard work, dedication, and perseverance. We are also setting stones and sowing seeds for future students, showing them that graduating and going to college is indeed a possibility. And teen parents, you guys have inspired me so much through the years. You've inspired me so much through the years because no matter what the challenge, you keep working at it and you keep surpassing it. You have shown that no goal is impossible if you keep trying, keep learning, and take care of each other. We have all changed from when we first walked through the doors of Building 50. Our characters have grown stronger, wiser, braver. As I look at you tonight, I see everyone who has overcome struggles and hardships. Sometimes they were endured alone, and sometimes we have endured them together, as a family. I am proud to have met all of you, and for better or for worse, I have realized that the people whom we surround ourselves with help build our character and make us who we are. I'm proud as well to be surrounded by people who have broken stereotypes, have beaten the odds, and have shown no matter what the circumstances, anything is possible. We have a golden future ahead of us. We have a chance to literally change the world. At this moment, everything is at our fingertips. And we have just taken the first steps to reaching those aspirations. I know we have the potential and determination to make our mark on the world. So as I say my last farewell, and as we part our separate ways, I want to say thank you to all the family, friends, and faculty who have walked this journey with us and have helped us reach this point in our lives. You have shown that despite the circumstances, no matter how big or small, we can reach all of our goals. Congratulations, class of 2017. We have finally made it on top.
Thank you, David, for that wonderful message. Next, we have the pleasure of hearing from Tercel Doss. Tercel has been in our teen parent program for the last 3 years. She is a leader and a role model among her peers. Tercel has a beautiful 2-year-old daughter, Tara Grace, and they are both active in Head Start. A lover of Dutch Bros, Tercel participated in both our Teacher Cadet program and our Rethinking Careers program. Tercel plans to attend Chemeketa Community College in the fall.
Good evening. Can you hear me? Okay. Good evening, and thank you, family, friends, and faculty for being here tonight. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Giselle, and I'm a graduating student and parent. Today's our day, and it's such a busy day for everyone that the reality of tonight's ceremony may not have hit yet. Even though we had a long practice last night, I mean, how many times do we really need to practice standing up and sitting down, right? And we spent the day getting our makeup and nails done and picked out cute outfits to wear under these black gowns. Well, maybe not the guys. Getting here at least 20 minutes early and still waiting an hour for it all to begin. The fact that we are finishing high school may still evade us. Today, however, is one of the biggest milestones that we have reached, and it's so wonderful. Graduation is not the end, though. Getting our diploma is just a stepping stone to the bigger journey that lies ahead. Before I came to the teen parent program, I was going through a rebellious phase that many teenagers go through, and that many of my fellow young students experience too. I found out that I was pregnant at the age of 16. It was at that moment that I realized my rebellion needed to change, dramatically. I found a new focus, being the best mother that I could be for my beautiful daughter, Tara Grace. Fast forward months later, my once failing grades became passing grades, eventually satisfying my graduation requirements. I worked hard and did so with the child by my side, looking up and watching me grow as I helped her grow. I could brag and say I did it all on my own, but that would be a lie. I wouldn't have been able to pass my classes or even come to the school if it weren't for the amazing staff and the on-site childcare. I want to thank the teachers, staff, childcare staff, and coordinators for guiding us. Thank you for leading by example and showing to us what strong, capable, beautiful young women we all are. Thank you for being our right hand and sometimes our left one too. Thank you for providing your time and your sincere care for all of us, students and children graduating here tonight. But most especially, thank you for being our support system. I also want to thank all of the friends and family that pushed us to our limits, and maybe a bit beyond, for telling us not to give up in school because we were almost done, for the parenting support, and for all that you have done for us. I cannot thank you all enough. You have made a lasting impact in our lives. So now, some of us question, what do we do next? Well, we've gotten this far, so there's no turning back now. Whether it's going to college, starting a career, or traveling the globe, let's do it, and let's do our best. Never allowing a negative thought because we can. We might just not know it yet. As we get ready to walk across this stage, remember that just because we have graduated, that doesn't mean we are alone. Life might seem scary, but know that we will always have the teen parent program and each other. So, class of 2017, we did it, and we ain't never gonna stop doing it. Congratulations, everyone. Oh, and by the way, Jenny G, I'm working my way up to be the next TPP childcare coordinator.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we get one more big round of applause for David and Trisselle? Up next is a performance by our Armada drumming group. Armada, our school's African-Cuban drumming ensemble, will be performing 2 selections for you this evening. Armada's first piece will be Mambo, a modern composition by Chris Wood of Ashland, Oregon, based on a traditional Caribbean mambo rhythm. Secondly, the drummers will be playing Mozambique, a much older rhythm from Cuba. It's a complex and challenging rhythm to play, but the graduate drummers love it. So much so, they've been planning to play Mozambique since their sophomore year, to the point they have convinced the last 2 graduating drumming groups to not play it.
Hello, good evening. I am so thankful to be able to speak to you tonight. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Jenny Gilbrick, or Jenny G, and I'm the child care coordinator. Tricelle, come and get it. Jennifer Wallach and I talked, and we decided it was okay that I was going to speak primarily to the teen parents and GED earners, and she was going to speak primarily to the ECH students. Jessica Mata, you can listen to both. Actually, my guess is that there is something to be gleaned by all of you sitting here tonight. Parents, family, friends, future graduates, staff, administration, and of course, all of our babies. Look at you. I could look at you for hours. I'm so glad I get to stand up here and see your face. Can you do me a favor and close your eyes? I want you to remember the day you found out that you were pregnant. Were you able to think about this day? Were you able to think about graduation? Were you able to think? What did you say to yourself? What did other people say to you? My guess is that it wasn't all good. Maybe those voices said, your life is over, that there's no way you'll graduate now, that you might as well quit, or told you so. Those voices, they are now silenced. In this moment, they are silenced. Now let those voices go. And hear this, you are graduating. You finished with a baby or two. Take that in, breathe that in. Let it resonate in this room that you have succeeded. You have finished what you started. Maybe not in the way you intended, the rate you intended. Maybe not with the grades you were intending, but you did it. You are here. You and your child are here. And no one can take that away from you. Okay. Yeah. Okay, ready? Here we go. Close your eyes again and think back over your time in Building 50. Sometimes when this day comes, we as staff feel like we're throwing you off a cliff. So I thought I would remind us and you what you have learned in Building 50. We expect you to take those planted seeds and continue to water and feed the lessons. Ready? You learned that you have to show up. Keep showing up. Not just physically, but whole self show up. Be present and be on time. You learned that you are your child's and your own advocate for the rest of their life and the rest of your life. You do not have to sit back and take it. You can be a strong, respectful, truthful, protective voice for your child. You are going to need to really pay attention to that lesson. You learn that things aren't always fair, but you can get what you need if you ask with a happy heart. You learned that people's opinions are just that, opinions. But you get to do what is best for you and your child. And when you don't know, ask. But make sure you ask someone who has proven to be kind, trustworthy, and good. You learned that your pregnancy didn't define you. Yes, it is part of what has molded you and shaped you, but there is so much more about you that makes you. I love looking at your faces. You learn that your brain is not fully developed. Parents, their brain is not fully developed. You need help navigating this world. Remember to ask for and seek wise counsel. You learned that your child's brain is in its most critical stage when it comes to absorbing information. A foundation is being laid that will influence how your baby trusts, how they find safety and love, how they learn. So please, 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 continue to expose your child to high-quality educational opportunities, which, for your children, is play and getting dirty, getting their clothes messy. Yes, their clothes are going to get messy. Expose your children to safe, healthy, kind people, and hug them, love them, share your feelings, and try to understand theirs. Remember, they're little. They don't know better, and they are watching you and everyone you expose them to, and learning from all of us how to navigate their world. Remember, kids do well if they can. P.S. on that note, thank you for trusting all of us in childcare, for every day giving us your heart. We know your child is your heart. We had the joy and privilege of caring for, educating, and loving you and your child. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you. You learned wherever you go, there you are. So every once in a while, take a look in the mirror and see yourself. What is your part? What can you change? What can you learn? You learn the word empathy, to feel someone else's feelings. I believe this one word can change the world. Please lead with empathy when your child's spouse, family, and friends are having a hard time. Lastly, listen to me. You are enough. Stop comparing yourself and your child to others. Stop playing the game of who has what. Enjoy. As my boyfriend, Mr. Rogers, always said, we like you for just your being you. The authentic, lovable you. Okay, graduates, all of you now. I want you to do me a favor and close your eyes again, and I want you to remember this moment. How the cap feels on your head, how the gown feels. I want you to hear the small voices in this place. I want you to remember that you were a part of something in Building 50. You were part of a community that grew you, made you laugh, made you cry sometimes, made you work hard, maybe made you a little mad sometimes. For this precious time in our lives, we were part of a tribe. Mix that in with the support from the people sitting around you and behind you, your family and friends. Your family, they are your roots. And Building 50 and Baker, we helped you develop your wings. So butterflies and dragons, fly with those new wings, knowing you are loved and cherished. It's you I like, it's you yourself, it's you I like. I'm not gonna sing it this time, sorry. I will love you and miss you. Come back home to see us every once in a while.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Wallach. I was an English and avid teacher at early college for 9 years. This year, I took a job in Portland, which is 5 minutes from my house. So it was a hard parting moment with you all. Let me begin by recognizing that today is a highly anticipated day, one of dreams worked for and dreams fulfilled for everybody in this auditorium tonight. Today is for all of the parents, guardians, and family members who supported their student through the stress, frustrated equally with occasional falls or fails, and continued to love unconditionally as their student found success and found themselves on a journey to completion. Today is also for all of the teachers and the counselors and the adults working with these youths who brought their best daily to guide with grounding, instruct with intention, and challenge these students in their learning and living as citizens in this community. But most of all, today is for all of the students sitting here tonight who did all of the work, stressed on the requirements, struggled through the challenges, trusted the process and their teachers, and completed, no doubt, racing towards the finish line. Today marks the day. Today marks an accomplishment, a validation of all of your effort, all of your time. You all did it. I have the privilege to speak to you tonight, and I feel so honored to be able to share my admiration and celebrate with all of you the accomplishments that you bring here tonight. Every morning before I leave my house, I have a routine that I follow that helps me make sure that I have everything that I need for the day. I set things by the door as I'm gathering them. I make my lunch and set it by the door. I gather my grading, I set it by the door. I make a smoothie, I set it by the door. This used to look quite frantic as I was always rushing to get out of the door for an hour-long commute. There were times when I accidentally locked one of my cats in the basement or a bedroom for the entire day, and I have even panicked that I forgot to let my dog back in before I left. And that time I was on the I-5 in Wilsonville. I called my neighbor and I had them go over to check on my dog to see that she was actually in the house. And from that I learned that I needed to verbalize a greeting to her when she entered the house in case I couldn't remember the actual act of letting her in. So nowadays, my commute is much shorter and my exit is less dramatic, but I still do make sure to say goodbye to each of my cats and dogs and let them know that I soon will be home as my workday is done. By doing this, I have not had any mistaken lockups or lockouts, and everybody seems pretty chill about my leaving the house, including me. So last week, when I was thinking about this speech and going through my morning routine, saying goodbye to everyone, I started thinking about the actual importance of saying goodbye. In this circumstance, it gave me some peace knowing that I knew where all of my animal people were, and maybe to them, it gave them some reassurance that I would be back soon. So I locked the door, and I spun around into this beautiful, bright morning, one of those 80-degree days last week. And all of a sudden, a happy song popped into my head. Hello, Goodbye by the Beatles. And I'm sure all of you know it. It's probably the hardest part of the speech. Hello, hello, I don't know why you say goodbye, I say hello. And it reminded me of all of the potential that lie ahead on that day. On a day like graduation, it is easy to waver between these two concepts, the goodbye and the hello. For you graduates, much of last week was spent saying things like, this is my last Monday as a high schooler. This is my last class as a high schooler. This is the last time I will drive or take this bus to school. This is the last time I have to ask to go to the bathroom. It has been a week of goodbyes, and I'll never forget, and it all feels so permanent, but I assure you, most goodbyes are temporary. It is true that some are permanent, but real goodbyes are rare. Some goodbyes are necessary, a breakup, an abusive relationship, a toxic friendship, even kicking a bad habit. Those are difficult goodbyes, but they will, without a doubt, bring you to a better place. Some goodbyes bring closure. Graduation is like this, a ceremony, a diploma, the celebration. You look back, you look forward, and then you step ahead. The closure comes as you realize a chapter ends and you've grown out of and grown into a newness. This is a goodbye to a place or a location, a goodbye to a time period, a goodbye to a part of who you once were. Goodbyes can be mourned or grieved. On a less serious side, people mourn the death of characters in films or on TV, or even worse, they cannot get over the end of a multi-season TV program. This is especially as if they watched the show and waited for the next episode a week later. and I know that is pre-Netflix era. On a more serious side, we mourn the loss of real people. This is true whether we knew the loss was coming, or if one day they were there, and then one day they were not, unexplained. We mourn those goodbyes equally. Their daily absence is very present in our hearts. Now, it's true that saying goodbye is life-changing, but I believe that hello is even more life-changing. Statistically speaking, we say hello so many more times per day than goodbye, and that is true in our lifetimes as well. When you part with someone, you say, "See you tomorrow," or "I look forward to," or "Have a nice day." Except for like a third of you who've taken my creative writing class, you would never say, "Have a nice day." You would say something like, "Have a lane on the hills, searching for the shapes in the clouds with the grass tickling your toes" kind of day. Nonetheless, I realize I rarely say a real goodbye. It's good night, or "Have a good night, see you tomorrow." I guess it feels like to be continued. My door never closes. On the other hand, hello is door opening. It's permission to enter and stay a while. Hellos are welcoming and inviting. They are smiles. When I was 2 years old, my grandfather had a stroke, and it left him fully paralyzed and in a wheelchair. His mind was fully functioning. He needed full-time care, and for the rest of his life, 30 years, he lived in a nursing home. During my entire childhood, my mom or dad would take us to visit him for birthdays, holidays, Father's Days, and we would walk down the hall and take the elevator to his room. Residents would be seated in the lounge or seated just outside of their doors, watching the day go by. My dad told us we were to greet every single person we saw, and that we should never just walk past someone without acknowledging them. These were some of the loneliest people, stuck in their heads, in a chair, in a hall, who, like my grandpa, received visits on a birthday or a holiday. For some children to come gallivanting through the halls with their ponytails and stuffed animals and noise, it can bring a moment of joy to a person. People's eyes light up when they are seen. The after effect of that little moment can last into their evening with a chuckle. To this day, I practice seeing every person. Hellos are ways we can show an open spirit, an open mind, an open heart. Hellos can be a simple breath of fresh air, but they can also be a powerful reminder of a new beginning. Hello is the living, it is the daily, it is what you are doing, it is what you are doing today, it is the job interview tomorrow, it is the summer job starting next week, it is the arrival to your dorm on campus, or your new apartment for the next couple of years. Know that today you may be saying goodbye, but recognize you are saying goodbye to the last 4 to 5 years of your life and saying hello to the next 40 or 50 years of your life. On the horizon, like tomorrow, people, when you wake up and don't have to report to Building 50, I want you to say your first hello. Say it out loud. You might even hit the snooze button and dream up your first big hello. I hope your day is fantastic, with a chance of free and fun. Next week, we'll bring the next phase, because hellos bring change. And as exciting as that can be, that anticipation, that freedom, that do-over, that can also be scary. It can be wildly unpredictable. And dare I say it, change is different. That shift can bring out the fight, flight, or freeze in us. And having gone through a huge change myself this year, I can confirm that change is transitory. It is moving, and you move through it. You too will be the same, but different. To change is to evolve. As a result, I believe that change is self-affirming. You have to dig deep and remember who you are, what you bring to a new situation, what strength of yours can better this new endeavor. What are your strengths? What are your gifts? You all have them. We've seen them. Your class embodies much of what we as a staff wanted our school to be. You were always displaying a strong sense of community and citizenship, always reaching out and committing to service projects, showing leadership and gratitude, and in the classroom, respecting and honoring people's journeys, stories, beliefs, quirks, and personalities. You have lived and grown with each other for 4 years. Your class was responsible for bringing back Field Day, starting up a student council, organizing donations through 1,000 Souls shoe drive, blood drives, food drives, penny wars. You donated countless volunteer hours to our environment through school field trips, the youth farm, and youth enviro squad. You helped create meaningful learning and led by example during Tolerance Week and Anti-Bullying Week. Not to mention all of the hours you spent making cards, posters, flowers for all of the numerous appreciation days and weeks. We were always supplying you with paints and lending you a room or a table for poster drying. You made sure all of the people around you felt gratitude and care for them. I have been, and we have been, so proud to be your teachers. Continue to treat kindly, lead with your heart, and serve your communities, because it is truly us that make this whole thing up. My interactions with you are 50% made by me. So I ask myself, what 50% am I going to bring to that interaction? And now I am going to ask you, or challenge you, what 50% will you bring? I believe you will go on and continue to do great things, impactful things. Just remember to never be so afraid of the goodbye to skip or miss out on the hello. The goodbye is life-changing, but I know the hello is even more life-changing. Dig deep and remember all of the potential you have to positively affect others. Remember, each hello will wash a newness over you, one that shifts you closer to the person you were meant to be. Congratulations, class of 2017.
At this time, we would like to introduce our salutatorians and valedictorians. When I call your name, please come up to the stage. Our salutatorians are the students who have achieved the second highest overall GPA and are wearing their medallions this evening. For the Teen Parent Program, Perla Aguilar Molina. Perla is the daughter of Ramona Molina Nunez. She found passing her essential skills challenging while attending the Teen Parent Program, but as you can see, she passed them. Perla is very proud of graduating with honors. Perla will be attending Chemeketa Community College in the fall with plans to become a medical assistant. For Early College High School, Larissa Alves. Larissa is the daughter of Gary and Julie Alves. She has perfected how to balance homework, high school, college, work, and spend time with friends and family. Larissa has earned over 53 college credits while attending Early College High School and Chemeketa Community College. Larissa plans to transfer to the National University of Natural Medicine in Portland, Oregon, to study naturopathic medicine. Our valedictorians are the students who have achieved the highest overall GPA and are wearing their medallions this evening. For the Teen Parent Program, Jasmine Lamas Torres. Jasmine is the daughter of Maria Gutierrez. She has juggled from being a full-time mommy, full-time student, and a full-time employee. Her greatest accomplishment is her son, Sebastian, as well as graduating with honors. Jasmine plans to attend a local university to pursue a career in ultrasound technology. For early college high school, we had a tie for the highest GPA. Our first, Essence Contreras. Essence is the daughter of Gonzalo and Nancy Contreras. Her biggest challenge has been learning to navigate the academic world, both being a high school student and a college student. She has earned an Associates of Arts transfer degree, an Associate of General Studies degree, and an Associates of Science degree while attending early college in Chemeketa. Essence plans to attend the University of Portland to pursue a degree in nursing. Abigail Lamas. Abigail is the daughter of Wenda Lamas and Nathan Lamas. She has juggled staying on top of her schoolwork and spending time with her family. Abigail has earned more than 56 college credits while attending early college in Chemeketa. Abigail will be attending Chemeketa Community College with plans to transfer to the University of Oregon to pursue her degree in accounting. Ladies and gentlemen, our salutatorians and valedictorians. Now is that moment you've all been waiting for, the presentation of the diplomas. Superintendent Christy Perry, Elementary Level Director Sandy Price, Salem-Keizer School Board Chairperson Nancy McMorris-Audix, and Salem-Keizer School Board Director Marty Hyen, I present to you for receipt of the graduation diplomas, the class of 2017.
Sandra Alma Avia Austin. Jade Spinks. Olivia Barnett. Carolina Diaz. Noelia Gutierrez. Vanessa Marie Mata Valdez. Nakili Serziga. Brittany Palmer. Emilia Velasquez Hernandez. Mercedes Allen. Yaneli Hernandez Tapia. Larissa Alves. Rosa Palacios Madrigal. Tricelle G. Doss.
Jessica Santillion. Elizabeth Quanas. Abigail Lamas. Essence Contreras. Christina Zepeda. Ayana Hench. Amanda Michaelis. Alex Bell. Dustin Vance. Allison Mead. Daisy Ortiz. Yenedith Quintero Salgado. Rafael Arazola III. Aaron Morales Quirino Jr.
David Hyen. Andrew Bond. Benjamin Bond. Tapiwa Kaparura. Israel Galan. Christian Connor. Perla Sanchez. Emily Douglas. Ashley Temple. Ashley Ellis. Carla Watson. Clayton Blaisdell. Rosemary Jensen Babson.
Marlene Davila. Faith Wilson. Cheyenne Turnage. Katie Slay. Elizabeth Mendez. Jennifer Rodriguez. Zitlali Aguilar. Jasmine Torres. Yolanda Rodriguez. Alexis Abreu. Emberly Sierra. Jessica Mata. Haley Williamson. Echo Neville.
Angela Reyes. Rosa Shea Vega. Susana Munive. Tatiana Stukalev. Micaela Espino. Alina Morris. Jennifer Mendez. Sadie Cruz. Isara Garcia Guzman. Julissa Santos Chavez. Perla Aguilar Molina.
Students, it is your hard work and determination that has brought you to the point you are at today. We are proud of the perseverance and resolve that you have shown to reach this point in your educational career, a high school graduate. Parents, we ask that you please stay seated as the students leave the auditorium during the recessional. You may greet them outside to celebrate and take pictures. Students, please stand at this time. Please turn around and face the audience. You may now take your tassel and move it from the right side to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and distinct pleasure to give you the 2017 graduating class.
Support for tonight's program was provided by Les Schwab Tire Centers, where doing the right thing matters. Experience the Les Schwab difference at your neighborhood Les Schwab Tire Center or visit us on the web at leschwab.com.